Hi guys, Adi Shaquir, still at the Global Agile Development and Innovation Summit in London, and right now I'm with Silvia Gabrielli. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, perfect.
Awesome. And yeah, Silvia's from Microsoft. You might know that company called Microsoft, right? But rather than me making a bad job of it, as you know I can do, I'm going to allow Silvia to just introduce herself. So hi, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background, please?
Sure. I am a digital advisor in Microsoft, which per se is like an experiment within the company, if you wish, because we are a team of consulting, like management consulting, working on digital transformation and helping our customers to envision their future through digital transformation. And this is brand new for Microsoft, if you wish, because Microsoft always had a consulting division, enterprise services, but it was more technical. And now that Microsoft is really proposing through the new products, through the cloud and through Azure and through all these capabilities, really transformational opportunities for our customers, then it's important to have such a team that really can help customers to envision their future and make a difference.
So please, for the benefit of those watching out here, so you just mentioned about experimenting. I mean,
yes.
Microsoft has been around from like forever, right?
Yes.
It's like you're established, you know your stuff. Why do you need to experiment?
Well, you need to experiment, and I said it's really, our team was built a couple of years ago. And so we are really still experimenting in our role, our KPIs, our mission, and so on. And we are, in Italy, for example, we are like experimenting some edge kind of projects, and we are like then sharing these practices that we are developing with our colleagues. So it's really, when you innovate, and Microsoft is really innovating since 2014, particularly since Satya Nadella was appointed as CEO, Microsoft is really innovating quite significantly. First of all, because we moved to a cloud company, so we had to shift from products to services, so a completely different kind of business, where you are really much more linked to the results and to the outcomes of your customers than just releasing a product and then let them use it. So this is really transformational for Microsoft as well. And then what really what Satya brought, and it's really recognized in the market, is this new sense of purpose, which I was very pleased to see today, really being a shared value that is really permeating more and more, many companies and many of the speeches that we have seen today. So we were all like moving from Agile, from a technical and pure process and pure approach for projects and software and so on, to Agile in terms of enterprise agility in doing innovation for a purpose, not just per se.
So you really spoke to one of my real major interests right there when you mentioned innovation being great. And obviously we know that, especially if you're going to go with the Canary model, you need to probe, sense, and then response in regards to innovation, right? You need to have those experiments that you spoke about there. You also mentioned a key word there that some people might find a bit fluffy. Purpose. What is purpose? We want to make money, right?
Yeah, well, we do want to make money. Such large corporations want to make money, but most of all they want to be sustainable and to stay there and to be profitable and to be recognized. But at the end of the day, what many companies are recognizing, and that many successful companies are recognizing, is that if you do have a higher purpose, you will have lots of positive consequences. Like people are intrinsically motivated. That the last speaker was really mentioning, which is the right word behind it. So you are motivated in what you do. You find a reason, to wake up every morning and go to work and be enthusiastic about what you do. So that's the first point around your employees that are really, involved and believe in what they do for the company, which is the first element. And then, if you do have a purpose for your customers, and with the purpose being like for Microsoft, empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more, which concretely really means to democratize artificial intelligence, to democratize the access to technology, to innovative technologies, to make our customers successful, to make their business changing and innovating where they need to innovate today, because if you don't innovate, you are out of the market. So this is why purpose is really, it's not so fluffy at the end of the day.
Good.
And I think it's really behind this agile revolution, which is taking place not purely only for the software development technique, but as a more kind of a mindset, which is growth mindset in the case of Microsoft.
I mean, one of the things I was really glad to hear about was when you gave your talk, and then some of the subsequent other talkers as well, and just generally speaking to me here, is that general feel that a lot more people are focusing on purpose, focusing on people at the heart of it, focusing on creating real outcomes and quality, not just driven by the financial side of it, which is a really refreshing thing to see, and hopefully we're going to see a lot more of that. Now, last question to you. You've spoken a lot about the new technologies, the AI, the augmentation, the machine learning, and all the great technologies that are coming on. As all these technologies collide, and we go into more exponential age, and we see the birth of exponential organizations, what do you think that's going to mean for large corporations?
It means to have even more power in the hands, to do things that until today were just impossible to achieve.
Okay.
So to do things faster, to do things in a more agile way, and to be more flexible, and to achieve results and outcomes that were not possible.
Okay.
So, sorry.
That's okay.
We all know that the problem today is all this amount of information that we are collecting, but then what do you do with information? So that's where artificial intelligence comes into play, into providing the capabilities to handle those information and make insightful decisions into what is beneficial for your customers, for your business, and so on. So this is key, I think. And lots of innovation that are coming are really enabled by all these new features that computers, that the digital technologies can do. And today, everything is about software. Yeah. I think, even Samsung that said, we are a software company. And lots of companies, all those companies that are going into the platform business that I mentioned today, for example, they are all becoming software companies, or they are leveraging tech software and technologies for providing values, providing new services that were not there, intercepting some needs that were just latent some years ago.
Awesome. Well, thank you for talking to that. And obviously, we know digital transformation is big right now as everything becomes information enabled. So that's definitely one to continue to watch as we move forward. So, in closing, for those people out there who are watching who might want to get hold of you or get your contact you, how might they get in contact you?
I'm on LinkedIn for sure. So it's Silvia Gabrielli, all with eyes, no Y's.
There you go.
From Microsoft on LinkedIn. It's around connecting people, which is at the end what we all want, and how these things are really enhancing and being exploded in the larger world.
Awesome, and that was a great plug there. I think all of our other speakers have mentioned their contact details in regards to LinkedIn. I'm always at LinkedIn, and I totally forgot that this is LinkedIn. So thank you very much for providing us with that platform. Thank you very much for your time,
Thank you.
and all the best.